I'm Ellen Cross. I'm an art restorer at the Metropolitan Museum in New York. This story is about my last trip. It all started a few weeks ago, when a significant part of Professor Vanbury's valuable collection sank during a storm off the British coast.
Ellen, remember the shipwreck that killed Professor Vanbury and sank 15 paintings from his collection? The ones he was supposed to hand down to us?
Of course.
Well, apparently one of the paintings resurfaced in Budapest in an auction catalog. I want you to go there to check its authenticity.
The Turner painting was the original, without a shadow of a doubt. That news gave me hope the other paintings might still be around. But it didn't make me forget that my days are numbered. I've always had an incurable orphan disease. There was only one drug available that was keeping me alive. I had just learned that the production of this drug had been discontinued.
I think that you should come to our treatment center.
There's no way I'm doing that. I've lived my whole life with this illness that's destroying my blood. I know what's in store for me. Anemia, fatigue, dizziness, nightmares, hallucinations, and a lot more. But I want to have a normal life until the very end.
I understand. Take this drug pack. It's my last one. If you change your mind, just tell me.
So, living on borrowed time, I went off to Europe to follow the trail of the other missing paintings. I met Adam Stoker in Whitby, a charming man who revealed the existence of a 16th century painting. A painting of Dracula that had never been exhibited. Vanbury wanted to bequeath it to our museum. My pursuit of the painting led me all the way to Istanbul, to someone named Yannick. Yannick is an art forger and occasional murderer. In Yannick's workshop, I spotted a case. I'm convinced that the famous portrait is in this case. Is this latest nightmare due to my illness? Maybe I'm just too absorbed by my work, or by my encounter with Adam. In any case, I'll still have to wait a few more hours. I have to get back to New York and the Metropolitan Museum. Then I'll finally see what the mysterious portrait looks like. I requested that the case be delivered from the airport. I hope it's arrived safely.
Come in. Hello, Ellen. Welcome back.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
Apparently you found the Vanbury collection's last painting.
I haven't opened the case yet, but I do hope that it is indeed inside.
Me too. But you're right. It's better to be cautious. In any case, I'd first like to thank you for your fabulous work.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
The case is waiting for you in the workshop. The delivery man dropped it off less than a half hour ago. Start working. Don't forget to inform me immediately of any new developments.
Do you have information on the identity of the dead man that I found at Yannick's place?
I can't say I do. When the police arrived, they didn't find any corpse or stolen painting.
That's just not possible.
Yannick must have realized that you went through his workshop and cleaned things up after your departure.
I think that Yannick was commissioned to disguise some of the Vanbury collection paintings. At the Budapest police station, I listened to a recording of Friedland, the man who committed suicide in his prison cell. He mentioned a painter who had to go back to work. I'm sure he was referring to Yannick.
You're probably right. But that doesn't tell us anything about who he was working for.
I still have hope that we'll find that out.
I see that your trip to Europe has made you enthusiastic about field and investigation work.
Exactly. Investigation is kind of like restoration. Well, once you clean up all the layers that make a painting illegible and remove the varnish, the painting's truth comes to light, like the answer to a riddle.
You're a poet, Ellen. You're a woman of many talents. But You should rest now. You don't look so good.
It's probably because of jet lag. You've changed the workshop security system, haven't you?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to tell you. The code lock system wasn't reliable anymore. Here's your card. If you ever lose it, immediately inform me. We can remotely deactivate it.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
Ellen! So, you've come back with some treasure.
Hello, Jerry. I don't know what's in the case yet, but it just might be a portrait of Vlad the Impaler.
Let's find out now. The package is waiting for you over there. We've unlocked the security system. I'll give you the honor of opening it.
Thanks, Jerry.
It's the least I could do. You worked really hard to find it. By the way, Adam Stoker tried to call you several times.
Really?
He's in New York for a few days. I think he really wanted to hear from you. I told him you were coming back today, so he might call back.
Great. Thanks for the package you sent me in Istanbul.
You're most welcome. And how are you doing anyway? I hope you're not too tired from your trip.
I'm tired, but I think it was good for me to have a change of scenery. The worst thing would have been to just stay here and wait for the end.
You haven't told the director about it yet?
He'll know about it soon enough. Without my drugs, my condition will quickly deteriorate. I won't be able to keep the secret for long. As soon as he realizes this, I can kiss the European trips goodbye. I'll be stuck with trivial missions. You've met Professor Vanbury, haven't you?
Yes, about 20 years ago.
What was he like?
Lively and passionate. Just your regular art collector.
I can't understand why he was so obsessed about vampires.
It's not really about vampires in general, but about this painting in particular. He was obsessed with it. Who knows? After we see the painting, maybe we'll finally understand.
Have you already heard of Kenayek?
Never heard of him. I've done some research, but I haven't found any reproductions of his work. But I must say that a lot of painters, even very talented ones, don't leave their mark on history.
And how did you find out about the Yannick connection?
The director's secretary gave me the idea to do some genealogical research. I think it's one of her hobbies. It was a great idea.
I can't believe it. The painting's been vandalized. Look, there's a black cross on it.
You said that it seemed like Professor Vanbury was scared of the portrait, didn't you?
Yes, but he was an art collector. I don't think he would have destroyed it.
In some parts of Eastern Europe in the Middle Ages, people believed that painting a tar cross on a door could prevent vampires from coming into the house. So maybe he painted the cross to protect himself.
Tar?
We'll have to send a sample to the lab to check, but it certainly does look like tar.
Maybe Jerry's right. It looks like tar. While I'm waiting for the lab results, I could see if an infrared analysis might reveal something. How did you find out about this cross custom?
Oh, the director told me you were coming back with a painting that was surely of Vlad Tepes' portrait. I just couldn't help but research his life and the legends surrounding him. I found this story in a very interesting book, an unpublished biography of Vlad. You should look at it when you have time.
The image isn't very clear, but it does look like some kind of portrait. The painter must have made several sketches. I can also make out an animal, as well as some clouds or smoke. The infrared camera reveals several sketches. It looks like a portrait, but there are also other contours.
Great. Now we know that there is something under this dark cross. I won't be here tomorrow, but you'll handle taking the dating samples. I think that the dating will confirm that Kanayek could be behind them. If I'm right, it's a type of tar. If so, you should be able to remove it as early as today. Well, the lab results have come back.
This is what Dracula looked like. Or Vlad Tepes, rather. Painting looks alive. I've never seen anything like it. The painting's getting darker. How strange. I'm starting to understand why Vanbury was fascinated with this portrait. He looks alive, like he's watching us.
You're right. It's gripping. Apart from perhaps Mona Lisa's smile, I've rarely seen such a disturbing expression on a painting. It looks like the varnish is darkening.
Right, I noticed that too. Do you think I shouldn't have removed the tar layer?
No, that can happen when the finishing layer hasn't been exposed to light for a while. I don't think that the painting will darken too much.
The shadow of the dragon.
What did you say?
Nothing special. Vlad Tepes was called Dracula and the Dragon. So I was thinking that if this is really a portrait of him, well, we've literally seen the shadow of the dragon.
That's funny. One of the books I was reading had an excerpt of a poem of the same name. Vlad's younger brother wrote it.
Really? Can I look at it?
Of course. It's on my desk. I'll leave it there for you. But maybe you should put the painting in the storage room. You shouldn't do too much with it on the first day.
Right, I'll do that.
As for me, I'm going home. And I really want to congratulate you. If all of Caniac's paintings are this good, you might have discovered a new Da Vinci.
This must be the Vlad Tepes book Jerry was talking about. I'll take a look at it later. I don't feel good. I didn't take my medicine because I forget to with the jet lag.